Hi, this is Claude Von Stroke from San Francisco, and you're listening to Evo and RST.
Claude Von Stroke, greetings from London, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Very well, thanks. Now, you were raised in Cleveland, you moved to Detroit, and now you live in San Francisco. Of course, a very diverse mix of music regionally. How did you fall in love with house music?
It's kind of an equation of events, going from Cleveland to Detroit, then LA, and then Detroit, and then San Francisco. I listened to a lot of music. I started off in hip-hop, and then moved into electronics later. I played classical music when I was a kid also, and I decided to make a documentary. I was really into drum and bass at one point. There was already a drum and bass documentary, so I decided to make it for DJs instead. And it ended up taking me 2 years to make this DVD, and by the end of it I was all the way in to that style.
Wow, that's certainly a journey in itself. The definitive track for you in the UK, Claude, was Who's Afraid of Detroit? Where did you gauge the inspiration to form such a monster of a track?
After I lived in LA and I worked on movies and I didn't really get a good feeling about being there anymore, I moved back to Detroit and got back into music. And Detroit is a weird place because there's only about 700,000 or 800,000 people in downtown, but there's 9 million people in the surrounding neighborhoods. There's kind of an impression that Detroit is scary and violent, but in reality, it's really cool and interesting, and I really like living there. And so that's kind of where the inspiration for the song came.
Wow, that certainly does make a lot of sense musically. Now, taking you back into the studio, who would you most like to collaborate with?
I just did this track that's on the Fabric with Bootsy Collins, who I've always wanted to do something with. As far as like house people, it's really hard to say. I don't really want to collaborate with anyone, but doing a track with D.O.P. and I really like Cozy and Wynomi Brothers, Robag Room, that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. You played at one of P. Diddy's infamous parties in Miami. How was that for you?
It was interesting. That was last year. It could have been better if it had actually been, there had been like a rehearsal or something, instead of just like talking and dropping samples over DJ sets. But it was definitely interesting and eye-opening.
Okay, Claude. Grasping from the tone of your voice, is it something you'd like to do again?
No, I don't think so. And something I learned from it is that that's kind of the line in the sand for being a legitimate underground producer, is kind of the line is drawn at Diddy, I think, because there was a lot of backlash for me playing that show. And so I actually started a hip-hop alias so that there wouldn't be any kind of problem in the future.
Well, I guess it's more of an expectational thing, but keep it underground, Claude. Now, you are the most recent addition to Fabric Records. Tell me more about Fabric 46 and what we can expect from that mix.
Fabric 46 is every kind of music that I like in house and techno all mashed up together. And it's made in a way that you can listen to it at your house, in your car, or on a big sound system, but it's not just like a banging club, annoying thing. It's really got lots of melodies, but it's still got all the greasy, dirty stuff that I really like, but it's a very listenable CD.
I guess a very diverse mix that will appeal to a wide range of people, and in fact, I'm still waiting for my copy, Claude.
Why not believe in me?
Okay, so what does the future hold for Claude Von Stroke?
I am finishing up album number 2, and then there are tons of new releases on both Dirty Bird and Mothership that I'm running these labels here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I've got the Grizzle, which is my hip-hop alias. I did a remix for Franz Ferdinand. I'm doing producing a hip-hop group for Diplo, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so no doubt keep him very busy. Lastly, I hear you're a bit of a film buff, having worked in the movies before, but what are your 3 most favourite films of all time?
No, they're totally random films that no one will understand. Strange Brew, Bob and Doug McKenzie movie. It's totally stupid, but I just loved it when I was a kid. I watched it like 1,000 times. I liked La Femme Nikita a lot, a movie I really liked when I was younger.
Yeah.
That's the Luc Besson movie. God, number 3.
Okay, so let's just break it down for the people, Claude. Spielberg or Scorsese?
Spielberg, I guess.
Well, many thanks indeed, Claude. It's been great speaking to you, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.